The field of 20 gets underway. Sophie Ryan of the Old Severians, Jessie Main, Diamond Valley, Bridget Seeley of Athletics Nunawading, Charlotte Wilson from Athletics Essendon, Lucinda Lopez of Diamond Valley is working through on the inside. It's Lyndon Hall, you can see, working across to the front of the field. The Athletics Essendon athlete, a stunning 2016, culminating the Rio Olympics, moved into third on the all-time list over 1,500 metres of the Australians all-time. And she'll take up the running at the front of the field. Tucked in behind her, it'll be Maloney in the Collingwood colours. And she's coming off a victory at the Melbourne Marathon recently. So two athletes coming at the 5,000 metre distance from opposing directions. We have the marathoner stepping down and we have the 1,500 metre athlete stepping up. And it's going to be an interesting battle, to say the least, at the front of the field. It's Hall that will set it up. Maloney's there behind her. Looks like Lopez of Diamond Valley will move in the third place. A full field of 20. Stacey Bolger, Glenn Huntley, Cassie Hyam in the field as we continue looking at the start list. Stella Radford and Sarah Waters as Landers, and Wishaw of Collingwood, Sharpus and Stevens, Saw of Glenn Huntley, Sarah James of Melbourne University, South Bendigo's Talia Hayes, Carla McDade of Ringwood, Anna Kelly of South Melbourne, and Collingwood Harriers at Shana Murray Bartlett. But it's Hall at the front of the field. Inside 11 laps to go in the 5,000 metre championship of Victoria. Now 10 laps to go and we're through the first 1,000 metres, 3:04.30 for Hall. Puts her on about a 15:20 schedule to start things off. Lopez is going with her, and Maloney. We have a gap back to Radford, and leads a trio on the track, which also includes Anna Kelly, it looks like, of South Melbourne, and as Landers of Glenn Huntley. But it's Hall just starting to show the class that took her to an Olympic debut earlier this year. Lopez trying to hang tough there in the green and gold of Diamond Valley. Maloney's just dropped back to third, but very much holding the gap back to Radford. So it'll be 9 laps to go in the 5,000 metre championship of Victoria as Hall leads the way from Lopez and Maloney. 9 laps to go. The Hall, our race leader, has moved through the 2,000 metre mark in 6 minutes, 12 seconds. That puts her on that schedule of around 15 minutes 30. And she's well clear and running solo at the front of the field. Lopez into second, Maloney comfortably in third. There's a big gap back to Radford, who leads a quartet on the track. It's 7 laps to go, and it's still Lyndon Hall that leads the way. So the field has moved through 6 laps to go, but it's Hall that's really starting to make some inroads into the back markers as she has the rear of the field in her sights. Entering the home straight, she'll have 5 laps to go when she moves through the start-finish line. Her personal best over the distance, 16:02.51, was set these championships here last year. And she'll move through 9:23.14 at the 3,000 metre mark and puts her well inside her personal best pace. Around about a 15-minute 35 schedule, as we've seen Maloney now work her way up into second place. The Melbourne Marathon champion from 2016. Lopez in third. Radford and Kelly, well, they've got a battle in 2 for 4th and 5th place at this stage. The Melbourne University athlete in Radford. On the inside, in the navy blue and black, it's Kelly on the outside in the red of South Melbourne. And there's the next of the Melbourne University athletes in Sarah James as Landers of Glenn Huntley and Whitney Sharp in St Stephen's colours. So they're the top 6 and 7 athletes on the track at this stage. And Lyndon Hall comfortably in the lead. The Olympic semi-finalist over 1,500 metres is looking for back-to-back titles in the Victorian 5,000 metre championship. And she's dictating terms at the front of the field. And she'll have 4 laps to go when she moves through the start-finishing line just now. So 4 laps to go for our race leader, Lyndon Hall, in the 5,000 metre championship of Victoria. Three laps to go for Lyndon Hall. Started to lap some of the back markers in the field. We've talked about her impressive 2016 already. I'm dropping her personal best in the 1,500 metres by nearly 10 seconds to 4:01.78. And for some context, only 2 Australians in history have gone faster than our race leader over the metric mile distance. And she looks to be finishing off the year in the form she started it with, and that is winning form. And she's recently taken the Noosa Bolt, the road race, over 5,000 metres, defeating Eloise Wellings, of course, the Zatopek champion from last year, over 10,000 metres. So she's finding her feet in over the longer distance. She took this title last year, her first over 5,000 metres, and she's looking to go back to back. And she'll have 2 laps to go as she moves through the start-finish line. And it's Lyndon Hall dictating terms. And very impressive, looking so comfortable in her work. 2 laps to go now. The Athletics Essendon athlete working her way through the field in this 5,000 metre championship of Victoria. It's Lyndon Hall coming down to collect the bell. As the best part of 150 metres over a nearest rival in Maloney. It has been so impressive in this race. She took the title here last year in 16:02, and she looks to be well on track to improve on that performance and elevate her status in this event as we move into the next Olympic cycle. She's proven her class over 1,500 metres with that breakout performance in the Diamond League meet in Oregon, the Prefontaine Classic at 4:01:38. Moved her into the top 3 all-time on the Australian all-time list over the metric mile. And this performance here tonight will indeed boost her credentials over 5,000 metres as we move towards the 2017 domestic season. Lyndon Hall into the home straight now. An impressive performance from the Victorian, in many ways capping an impressive year. She'll be the Victorian champion, 15:54, as we look to our second placed runner in the championship of Victoria. It's Virginia Maloney, just on a month after taking out the Melbourne Marathon, is back on the track. And it's going to be Lopez of Diamond Valley that'll complete the podium and will claim bronze in the championship of Victoria, 16:45 her time, as Radford and Kelly round out 4th and 5th place.